Hello everybody, it's me from the channel. And today, I have a very special story for you about a dog who was invited to a cat's party. It's going to be a funny one, so make sure to listen all the way to the end to hear the moral of the story. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a little dog named Towser. Now, Towser was no ordinary dog. He was a very well-mannered dog. He didn't bark much, and he never chased the mailman. In fact, he was so good that one day his owner, who was also my friend, got an email from the local animal shelter asking if they could feature Towser in an adoption event as an example of how a pet should behave. But back to the story. One day, while Towser was playing in the backyard, he saw a beautiful Siamese cat named Cleo lounging on a nearby fence. Cleo was the most elegant and graceful cat Towser had ever seen, and he wanted to meet her. So he politely walked up to her and introduced himself. Cleo, however, wasn't very friendly, and she told Towser that cats and dogs just weren't friends. She then proceeded to give him a list of reasons why cats were obviously superior to dogs. Despite Cleo's rude behavior, Towser was determined to be her friend. He started by complimenting her on her beautiful fur and asked her out for a walk in the park. Cleo couldn't resist those puppy dog eyes, and soon the two were strolling through the park together. Over time, Towser and Cleo became best friends. They played together every day, and Cleo even started to enjoy walks with her new canine companion. One day, Cleo invited Towser over for a dinner party she was hosting. "I'm so glad you accepted my invitation," she purred. "I haven't had much time to plan, but I think you'll enjoy the party." When Towser arrived at Cleo's house, he was greeted by a group of cats, all of whom gave him strange looks. Despite their unfriendly stares, Towser remained polite and introduced himself. The cats, however, just hissed and turned away. Cleo, feeling embarrassed, led Towser to a corner and whispered, "I'm so sorry about my friends. It can be quite rude sometimes." Cleo's party was full of awkward moments for Towser. The other cats made snarky comments and rude remarks, and Towser felt like crying. Just when he was about to give up, Cleo came to the rescue. She introduced Towser to her grandmother, who was the most elegant and graceful cat Towser had ever seen. "This is my best friend, Towser," Cleo said proudly. The old cat looked at Towser and smiled. "Well, hello there, Towser. Must say you are a very well-mannered dog. It's so nice to finally meet you." Towser was taken aback by the old cat's kindness and immediately felt at ease. From that day on, Towser and the old cat became friends. They enjoyed afternoon tea parties together, and Cleo learned a valuable lesson about judging others by their appearance. The end. So, my little friends, remember, no matter how different we may seem on the outside, we should always treat each other with kindness and respect. And who knows, you might just make a friend or two along the way. Now, who wants to hear another funny animal story? Please leave a comment below with a story of your own. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and most importantly, stay you.